explain to Americans why it's appropriate to welcome white Afrikaners here when other refugees like Afghans, Venezuelans, Haitians have all had their protected status revoked?
Well, this is a group, NBC, that is truly fake news. They ask a lot of questions in a very pointed way. They're not questions, they're statements. We've had tremendous complaints about Africa, about other countries too.
Yeah, but see, it was a question. The question was, why can white people from South Africa come here when all these other people can't? That's a question. Now you can say that asking that question is making a statement, but it is still a question, and it's not fake, it's true. You took away the protected status, you took away the ability, the quotas of all these different countries, and you're only allowing in effectively, and we'll get to the specific numbers, white people from South Africa. You seem mad at yourself kind of, because you don't like that being acknowledged, and yet you did that thing. So I'm left being very confused, except not at all. It's a racist thing. He doesn't want any refugees, but wouldn't it be kind of funny if we let in white people from South Africa? I mean, Elon thought it was a great idea, so I guess we'll do that. It's racist trolling, that's all it is. And he doesn't like when media points it out. Fake news, of course, is news that criticizes those in power. It's sick that that's what they call them, but that's what it is. And yes, as of right now, our administration is considering bringing in far, far, far fewer refugees into the country than in previous years. As few as just 7,500, most of them being white South Africans. But to give you like historic perspective, last year Biden had set a target of 125,000. And it's not like that was letting everyone in who had a good case to be made. Hell, if you're just including people whose countries were destabilized by the United States government, you'd have to raise the quota over that. He's bringing in a comical low. It's just a symbol. That's all it is. It's effectively nobody. And I'm only gonna let in white South Africans because I want to pretend that there's white genocide going on, the only genocide that Donald Trump will actually acknowledge. And so this is not the official numbers, but it seems like this is the direction they're moving in, and they're moving in that direction fast. Just a couple of months ago, they'd been talking about a cap of potentially 30,000. And what's interesting is that then it was also mostly gonna be white South Africans. So when they cut that from 30 to 7,500, they're screwing over white people from South Africa. Actually, at that point, there's basically nobody else that was even being considered at that point. So it's a little bit racist against white people when you think about it, Maz. What do you think?
Well, first of all, in that clip that you showed, he said something like, "We've had these issues in Africa and other countries." I always remind him, Africa is not a country.
Yeah,
there's many countries on the continent, but that's splitting hairs there, because the fact is that's like asking him to know anything about anything. He has been wanting to do this from Trump 1. Remember, he said, why are they all coming from S-hole countries? Why do they come from places like Norway? And Norwegians were like, because we have good lives and we don't want to come over there where we don't get health care or have people taken care of. And so then he found the one group of white people who are looking to get out. And that's the Afrikaners. And the Afrikaners, a lot of people didn't pay attention to the details of this. Even the president of South Africa had said, listen, we have a problem with violence and murders in South Africa. White and black people are being killed. They have a violence problem. It's not a black on white crime thing. It's that everyone has that. And so they need to fix that. But these Afrikaners who are trying to get out of there are these white folks who are not happy that apartheid has ended. So they're saying, we want to get out of here and go somewhere where we can kind of live more apartheid-ish. America seems to be headed in that direction. Let's go to America and do that. First of all, my take on it is, if you are a white South African and you lived under apartheid and you were not successful enough to stay in that country at this point, then you are really bad at whatever you do, because they have every advantage. They should be at an advantage right now and not want to leave South Africa, and yet they do. And then Trump, to show you how easy it is to actually help people that need help. The first group of Afrikaners came it took like weeks or something, and they had someone from his administration welcome them at the airport in Washington, D.C. I mean, that's never happened. That's never
Yeah,
happened.
that's
Refugees
strange.
that want to leave a country have to be vetted. It takes years. They stay in sometimes in camps in different countries, waiting to come, showing that they deserve to come. I actually work with an organization called Mary's List, which is a great organization that helps refugees resettle in America. And events I've done, I've had a chance to meet different refugees coming to America. And one that always sticks out is there's a family, an Afghan family, who were translators for the American military in Afghanistan. And the guy said, he goes, listen, I was an accountant. I didn't need to get involved. But when I was asked, I thought I was helping my country. I thought I was helping my country become free. And so I helped out. And he said, when America gave the country back to the Taliban, he goes, word got to me that within 24 to 48 hours, I had to pack my bags, get my wife and 2 kids, leave our family, leave our homes, and come to America. And those are people that have temporary protection status. Those are people that we should be helping out, helping resettle. And these people are coming later in life, where to a country where they don't speak the language as well, where they don't know the world, the country. They don't have their relatives around. They need resources. And I've seen firsthand these people trying to make a better life for themselves, for their kids. And here we are turning our backs on these people because Donald Trump claims that they come from S-hole countries and that they're here to make America worse. The truth is, most refugees and most immigrants are coming to America to make America a better country. They're providing work where work is needed. They're providing workers. They're providing people who are driven to live the American dream. And it is just atrocious that he's doing this. And it's, like you said, straight up racist. The only reason he's gotten the Afrikaners to come is because the Norwegians wouldn't.
Yeah. And it is wild that we have to try to convince people that just constant, diverse infusions of, new migrants from different parts of the world could benefit America when that has always been the case. That's why America is as strong as it is. And they refuse to accept it. They prefer their myth making. If you enjoyed that, make sure that you never miss another video by subscribing. And if you want a little more, consider hitting the join button and becoming an actual member. But you're probably wondering, why the hell would I do that, John? First off, calm down. The stakes in this are very, very low. But also, when you click the join button and you become a member, you get access to bonus content that I make every week, and it's a ton of fun. You get access to tons of custom emojis and more besides that. By the way, if you join at tier 3, you even get access to a monthly member hangout with myself and other awesome people, and we always have a great time. By the way, you'll get all that going forward, but you also unlock years of the back catalog. That is literally 100 or more bonus clips, top 10 lists, debates, and more. What are you waiting for? Click the join button below. Your support powers our show, and we couldn't do it without you. Or at the very least, I wouldn't really want to try. Viewers like you keep me here. So thank you in advance for joining.